The best part about antiquing in Central Florida is the fact that a huge bulk of these pieces are sets, props, merchandise, and furniture formerly seen at Disney World and Universal Studios Orlando. Today we've made the 1-hour trek all the way down to Lakeland, Florida to check out the legendary Lakeland Antique Mall. Let's head inside and check it out. Our very first stop once entering the Lakeland Antique Mall is actually our first stop every single time we come here, and that is the Vault Collectibles section all the way at the very, very back of the store. Now, the reason I'm even making a return to the Lakeland Antique Mall today is simply because I was tipped off that they have so many new things here in the Vault Collectibles section that I cannot wait to show you guys. The very first thing you see here in the Vault Collectibles section is the massive sign from the front of the Jurassic World tribute store from way back in 2021. But what's really weird to me is that this Jurassic World tribute store sign is a little bit special because this was the very first theme park vlog that I did way back in spring of 2021. Here's a clip from me doing the tour of the Jurassic World tribute store, and now it is sitting here in an antique mall. And most of the things that you see here in the Vault Collectibles section you could actually purchase, but there are some that you cannot purchase, and I'll try to differentiate. Obviously, like any other antique store, you're going to be able to find merchandise that is for sale that was formerly for sale, like this weekend shirt from HHN 32? 2022, whatever year that was. Or tons of other Universal merch that is no longer for sale in the parks that is now available here that is kind of makes it an antique, you know? Also things that you never see for sale in the parks, or at least as a regular theme park guest you never see for sale. Like this massive, oven kiln, whatever this is, from the Halloween Horror Nights store in 2020, which was actually the first tribute store that I ever went into, which is kind of weird that I remember the room that this was in. This is crazy. Or this massive spider literally right above me that was used in, I believe, the scare zone with the scarecrows, the corn stalk scare zone from back in 2022 as well, but also in the Men in Black gift shop, I believe, this past year, 2023, which is seen on this photo right here. If you happen to catch my previous video from here, the Lakeland Antique Mall, you'll see a lot of these props are kind of not returning, but are still here because a lot of these are kind of priced very, very high, but for good reason. You're going to find everything from obviously Universal props, which we've been highlighting, but also things that have been seen in the Disney parks, like some promotional posters, ads for movies coming out like Onward, and one that I was kind of shocked to see, Toy Story 2, which is, that poster is now almost as old as me. Oh my god. Items that are still available here at Vault Collectibles include the frame for the mirror from the Shrek 4D ride right here, as well as the three little pigs, little cells, but also some new things, including a bunch of Scooby-Doo villain mannequin statue standees, which apparently were all used at Universal, which I don't even know where they were. If you happen to know where these were displayed, where these were kept, please let me know. Taking a quick look at the tag, it does let us know that it was a Scooby-Doo Monsters villain created by Universal artisan Dracula, and it's $2,000. I mean, that's a lot, but these will run you between $750 and all the way up to $2,000 for some of the, obviously, the more detailed ones like Dracula. If you're looking to seriously upgrade your Halloween display this year, there are 8 different mannequins standees that are available here, but I will say it'll put you back a little bit. I just did the math. Well, if you've got a spare $9,200 sitting around, I'll chip in the 20, and we can make it happen. Maybe we'll split it 50-50 like every other Halloween. Yeah, sounds like a deal. As I mentioned before, a lot of this stuff does run very expensive, but honestly, you could find a good handful of finds here that are pretty reasonable, especially if you're looking just for something to hang on the wall that was formerly hung in the parks, like this Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sign that was used in the tribute store for the Jurassic Park tribute store this past summer. So you're even finding more and more recent stuff here from the parks as well. Before we move away from the Vault Collectibles section, I do want to say the owner, Eric, talked to me and he gave me some little hidden gems in this area that not a lot of people have noticed that they actually have for sale here at the Lakeland Antique Mall, which I'm going to show you right now. Also, thank you, Eric. We chatted on Facebook a little bit ago and we finally met, so that's cool. Well, there's one that's really, one sec. We're going to look right inside this cabinet here, and it's from the tribute store, the summer tribute store last year that had the ET room. This is Elliots Goldfish tank that was in the tribute store itself. It is selling for $300. That's a lot, I know. But keep in mind, a lot of what we're looking at today were things that were used in the parks themselves, and that's just automatically going to be the case. One other thing that I was told is that Vault Collectibles in the next few weeks is getting a ton of new stuff from Universal. So a lot of Universal Holiday, a lot of Halloween Horror Nights, and even more. Keep an eye out if you happen to be here in the near future after this video goes out. There's going to be even more than what they have already here. So now that we've got all the bigger props out of the way, there are a few little pieces that I've noticed that you could purchase for an honestly reasonable price that are like smaller. So if you don't have a truck to take these larger things back, and here's one right here. Do you all know what Disney dollars are? Well, you could buy a single Disney dollar for $16.95, or this one is for $29.95. Do you have to buy this whole set? Well, if you are not familiar with what a Disney dollar is, it was an old type of like gift card, like currency that you could use only at Disney locations, and you could just purchase a Disney dollar for $1, and then you could just use that dollar later, and it's a little souvenir on top of other things. I don't know how much of a smart idea it was at the time to buy a Disney dollar, because if you don't use it there, you can't really use it anywhere. But now these Disney dollars on eBay, if you just simply search it, are selling for, like we just saw, 16 to 100, sometimes 100 times as much as what were worth originally. So if I had a time machine, I would go back and just invest in the Disney dollar, because clearly right now people are buying this for a crazy amount of money. Are you looking to cosplay as a House of Blues employee from the mid-2000s? Well, there's a 2XL bowling shirt here if you're interested. Or a crew member from the opening of Fast and the Furious Supercharged. It has the crew member thing on the side, I promise. If you're trying to freshen up your place and replace all of your dishware, your bowls, your cups, your containers to hold popcorn, well, they got plenty of stuff here from the parks as well, both like actually sold in the parks and then things that were just used elsewhere. Let me show you real quick. They have these like Timon sippers, only $7. Seems that these might have been ones that were like just not able to sell because they are marked up a little bit, as well as these Onward popcorn buckets that were sold last year. These are going for $20 here at Lakeland Antique Mall, and I believe that was probably about the same that they were sold for previously. Wait, is this or what is this? Wait, I can confirm this does open, and you store the popcorn in. Do people actually store popcorn in these? I don't know if anyone recalls this popcorn bucket from the Christmas season, not this past Christmas season, but the one before that. They were originally selling in the parks for around $25, $30, now at Lakeland Antique Mall for $17. Is anyone hungry? If you're looking for dishware from both Yacht and Beach Club Resort, as well as the Grand Floridian, these are on sale here for $40 a plate. That is a little bit obviously more expensive, but this is, I believe, China. And then you could get a plain one that says it's from Disney Cruise Line. Oh, it is from Disney. Oh, you probably can't see this, but they do have the Disney Cruise Line like emblem up at the top here. It's not focusing for me. Whoops. Come on, focus. Get in focus. There we go. One thing I was not expecting to see is this massive Fort Wilderness like merchandise display train, which I'm assuming because of the color scheme was used during the holiday season. This one I could not find a price tag on, so I don't know for sure if it was for sale. But one thing that is for sale is this like popcorn light from, I'm assuming, All-Star Movies, for sale for $125. Now, I would normally be like, wow, that's a not so bad price, but considering that it's extremely rusted, like completely on the inside, and I don't know how restoring this would be, like, or if it's even worth it, but $125 is quite a bit. I don't know, a lot of these prices are starting to seem a little extreme. As I believe 2020, a lot of the Disney stores around like malls everywhere in the States were closing. We've seen a lot of the like props and or like, you know, the mannequins, the statues that were up top of the Disney store, like these right here. You're going to find a lot of those popping up here at the Lakeland Antique Mall. I don't know what connections these vendors have, but I'm very interested in seeing what else we might see here today as well. Not only does the Lakeland Antique Mall have antiques, but also some new / repurposed artwork and reclaimed things. This is actually one booth that I highlighted last time when I was here, which is Melly's Remarket. And luckily this time there's a completely new set of pieces once everything's sold, obviously. We have these two end tables that are Foolish Mortals Tiki style, which are some beautiful redecorated like Haunted Mansion tiki things. Like, look at the detail on here. Honestly, these are so cool. And if you look like on the top, they have like this little paint drippy thing on the side, like it's dripping down blood, but obviously purple because that's Haunted Mansion colors. One thing that I noticed last time that is clearly one of the like things done in style here at Melly's Remarket is that they take old windows, like glass window frames, and with the glass in them as well, and they like decorate them and put a new piece of art inside of them to like repurpose this and have a new home rather than just be thrown in the trash and never seen ever again. Some of which include this piece of figment. Look at this. This is like legitimately an old window frame. I don't know if you could tell by the side of here, but it's paint splatter on the outside, plus this piece of art that has like all of the old like pavilion logos, like the Wonders of Life Pavilion or Communicore or the Land Pavilion right here. It's kind of hard to see because of the reflection, but or this like blueprint sketch of the California Disneyland Castle, or over here Mr. Toad Wild Ride with little like trinkets. Oh, these are actually like nailed down. Okay, well this is cool though. I love this. I don't know who needs this no parking sign from the Pop Century Resort, but if you've got a spare $300, I mean, send it to me, please. Don't buy this. Okay, by far one of the rarest finds, and I didn't even notice because it was sitting behind this massive dragon dinosaur. I don't know, and I wasn't paying attention because it's pretty much the same color as the wall behind it, is this massive banner for free chances to win 12 Dodge cars. 2 drawings a month, May/October 64, with this massive globe. Hold on, what is this from? This is from the 1964 World's Fair. This is insane. For those not aware of the history of the 1964 World's Fair, it plays a major part in Disney theme park history. A lot of rides that were seen eventually in the parks were originally at this World's Fair. Disney sponsored. Disney created a lot of this stuff with sponsors. That's why sponsorship happens on rides. It's insane that we actually found pieces here. They still are fairly high-priced items, but this, honestly, I feel like these are more like reasonable prices for something that's like that much a part of history. Just before leaving at the front of the store, I found one more thing that I was not expecting, and that is the Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 29 Rob Zombie Hillbilly Deluxe Scare Zone Dragula car, which is literally sitting in the front of this, like this front corner. This was used as a photo op during that year's event that you could like just climb up into based off of the sign here. I actually did not attend Halloween Horror Nights 29, but it was over in the scare zone over by Fast and the Furious Supercharged, like the San Francisco areas where that was located. Not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy that's like even here in the first place. I can literally spend hours and hours inside this antique mall, but we do have more things to do today. So for the first time in forever on a vlog, I think I'm gonna head home. I know we've been back from our cruise for like almost a week now at this point, but it takes a little bit of time to get settled back in, and I think now is a really good time to give you guys a little like channel/life update in general. Well, it seems like Callie really wants to tell you all about the brand new history videos that we have in the works for the channel here. Multiple videos to be exact, one coming out in the next couple of days. And I don't know if you've noticed, but our channel has changed from For the Love of Vlogging to For the Love of Theme Parks, and let me explain. Way back in May of last year, we launched this brand new For the Love of Vlogging channel to exclusively host our vlogs here on this channel, while the other channel would be more like editorial videos, list videos, YouTube Shorts, and it really ended up just being YouTube Shorts exclusively because YouTube does this thing where if you post YouTube Shorts and some of them are successful, none of your other videos will get in front of anyone ever. So because of that, I have designated that channel to For the Love of Theme Parks Shorts, and this channel, to have cohesion between all social media platforms, have changed it to For the Love of Theme Parks, For the Love of Vlogging. It's the same exact thing as that, but it's just so that when you search For the Love of Theme Parks, this will come up and not the other. You won't be able to find For the Love of Vlogging. Does that make sense? Other than that, really nothing at all changes. I know recently at the end of a video I mentioned that we hit 100 videos here on the vlogging channel, but that's not even like scratching the surface of the amount of work that's been put into For the Love of Theme Parks over the past 3 years. We are coming up on the 3-year anniversary of me launching the For the Love of Theme Parks brand channel, everything like that, and it's been quite a ride. So at this point, we've hit 103 videos on the For the Love of Theme Parks channel now, but also our other channel, For the Love of Theme Parks Shorts, has hit 123 videos on its own, and I don't think that's including the YouTube Shorts that are on there, as well as 259 original videos on Instagram and TikTok, one and the same. Meaning we've hit a total of 485 videos, nearly 500 videos over the past 3 years, and I am seriously so grateful for anyone who's ever shared a video, ever liked a video, commented anything like, oh, you're done now? Okay, she's done now. Even with all of that amazing support, I still have people asking the question, specifically for this YouTube channel, how is the best way that they can help support the channel? Now, I don't have a Patreon, I don't have links to help out monetarily, and that's something that I just don't want to be doing at this point right now. Maybe at some point in the future I'll start a Patreon, but I just feel like not enough people are interested whatsoever, even if I did exclusive content, stuff like that. That's just something I don't think is in the cards right now, and that's okay. I have said this in many other videos, and I do really mean it. The best way to help support this channel is by sharing a video that's one of your favorite videos in the past with somebody else who loves theme parks just like you and I do, for love theme parks, yada yada. But legitimately, that is the best way to help grow, especially because YouTube is not the best at getting videos in front of people that don't already subscribe to that person already, or even if they do subscribe, it's hard to get videos out in front of people that are familiar or not familiar in the first place. So if you know anyone who's thinking of going on a cruise, literally send that cruise video I just talked about. Or if you have a family member who loves weird Disney history, this video right here would be a wonderful one to share, and honestly, one of my favorites I've ever done. And with that being said, thank you for watching, Pity viewers. I love you all so much. I'll see you real soon. Okay.